Yeah, but in that situation,
would I want my man to protect me?
Would you prefer your guy have a firearm?
Yeah, okay, if the gun was loaded and he protected me and someone was actually there, great.
But Andrew used the word bluff, right?
Yeah, deterrent.
Right.
He picks it up and he says, get back.
What?
Picks it up and he says, get back.
Even if it was real, I think that would still like me out.
What would he do?
If he said, get back?
What would you prefer he say?
I'm going to come to your house and take out your whole face. Like, what do you want him to say?
I don't know.
Does he have to have like a cheesy 80s or 90s action movie one-liner?
Yeah, I feel like I'd prefer that he rehearse it before.
Wait, question. Okay, so you're living with your husband. You want to get married one day?
Yeah.
Do you want to have kids one day?
Yeah.
Okay. You're living with your husband and your newborn child, 6 months. And 3 men enter your house. You don't know what they have. You don't know if they have weapons. They could have firearms. They could have a knife, whatever it is. In that situation, would you prefer, and it's just you, your husband, and your child, would you prefer your husband to own a AR-15?
Not with a child in the house. I think because there's 2 cases. I mean, I would say if we did have a gun, I would prefer it would be locked away. But then in a dire situation, how are you going to go reach that gun?
Okay, so it's not locked away. It's above your bed.
I could see where like a baby can get out of its crib, they can run over, they can load a magazine, and they shove it in the rifle, then they rack it, and then they accidentally shoot themselves.
A 6 month child.
There's been cases where 3-year-olds have like put it in their backpack and brought it to school, where they've gotten the hold of it in their own homes and they've killed their parents in accident. Like it's happened. It's not common.
It's happened,
but it happens.
But we're looking at this specific situation where there is a home invasion occurring. 6 month child is not going to be able to fire off that weapon. So in that situation, would you prefer your husband to have a firearm?
I think that's a hard one. I don't have a concrete answer on that, but I would say it would be nice if it deterred the situation from happening in the moment, but
no, not just deterred.
Or
he
stopped.
Dispatched.
Right. Dispatched.
He dispatched the intruders.
Okay. Yeah.
Whether they fled or he killed them.
Right. Okay. I mean, yeah. I think.
And then he said, "You've just been dispatched." that way, it's not icky.
Did I use that word right?
Yes, you did.
Let me just Google it. Just
Disarm,
make sure.
Dismantle.
No,
dispatch.
Life in defense of your home.
So don't read the chat. Don't read it. Okay. Go ahead.
I don't know. I don't think I have a concrete answer. I don't know.
Okay, so hold on. Let me ask it a different way.
I just don't think I would want one in my house. Like I just think, yes, it would be super nice to have in the case of someone coming to attack you, but I just don't think someone coming into your home and attacking you is very common. And if it happens, bad luck. Like that sucks, I guess. I really don't think guns should be. I just think, where does it stop? What are the boundaries? What are the limits? Like I don't know. I don't think.
What kind of neighborhood do you live in? Because it does depend on where you live. Certain areas,
totally.
I mean?
Yeah.
So
I mean,
are you
true.
against having like any sort of protection in your house?
No, I think it's just guns. Just only because guns. I think a lot of people will say they want it for self-protection or defense, and that's either a lie or it doesn't work out that way.
Why do you think that?
Why do I think what?
Why do you think that it's a lie that it would be for self-defense?
I mean, there's been like interviews with school shooters that have been like in their, I don't know what it's called, but people have come out and been like, oh yeah, when he was getting his interview.
And there are like
and they've been like, yeah, they bought this for self-defense. Like they said they were gonna get it for self-defense.
But do you think that is the majority, or like where are you getting that opinion from? Is it just from those people that go to schools, or like what are you considering like a general like military families?
I don't think it's a majority or a minority or anything. I just think it's a thing.
Right. So that's what I'm saying, is that it is really mostly for self-defense. Just because there are the exceptions of people that use it for the wrong reasons doesn't mean that it's always assumed that way. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, okay, so maybe then my answer is it would be super nice to have in the case of self-defense, but I personally in my home would not want a gun.
Is it because of the child, or is it because of the fact that you think that people get guns for nefarious reasons?
Probably the child, and also it's just not
What about
something
if
I would
it's
want
just
in my home.
you and your husband? There's no kid there. Your
I just
husband's
don't
a
think
responsible gun owner. You wouldn't want that if in the event, because break-ins do happen. They happen reasonably regularly.
I don't know. I just don't
Especially
think
here
I'd
in
want one.
California.
I personally just don't think I would want one.
Okay.
And if that's my demise and my downfall, then so be it.
Liberal politics over.
I don't actually I don't have any objection to that. I think you should be able to choose whether or not you have a firearm in your house.
Right.
The only
I
objection
agree.
that
I don't
would
think it should be legal.
that's the only objection I have is when you say, but you can't though. So it's like, fine, if you don't want one, I don't care, right? Don't have a gun.
Yeah.
It
Can I
doesn't
say
bother me at
something?
all. It does bother me though when you're like, and you can't either, right? So it's when people vote for the gun control, when they vote for that type of thing, that's when I start having an issue with it. Personally, I don't care if a person individually doesn't want to have a gun.
I think,
That's like
yeah.
From my perspective, it's like, well,
Right.
go after that soft target, right? You don't want to go after me.
I think it's very comparable to abortion. I think if it's illegal, illegal, people are going to find ways to get it or do it anyways, and it's going to be unsafe or not protected or managed. But then I see statistics from like Denmark or Finland where they have outlawed guns and they don't have any annual or school shootings.
They never really did anyway, even when they didn't.
Yeah.
Like
The
most of
people
these
are just
nations,
better.
they never, including this one, by the way. This nation, since its inception, has been filled to the brim with guns, including in the 20th century with modern guns.
Right.
And this idea of like what's been going on at schools and this type of thing, this is a brand new phenomenon. This is not something which was ever common. It only really started kicking off in the 90s, but the technology has been there since before the 90s. So it makes you think, I wonder if there's something else we can indicate other than the gun.
Adderall.
Yeah, I think mental illness could be a big one. I think prescription drugs could be a big one. I think that there's a lot of things that could be better indicators than the gun itself. My argument for that is because the gun technology clearly existed, and if the gun regulations were even less than they are now, and yet this phenomenon didn't happen. In 1920, you get a fully automatic Thompson submachine gun shipped in the mail to your home, totally legal. These things did not happen.
Because all the kids taking Adderall now.
Yeah. Well, or
What is
whatever.
Adderall?
chat.
It's literally
Private chat,
amphetamine.
We're going to react to something. This was kind of went a little bit viral on Reddit, sort of semi-related to this, because, your boyfriend or whatever, this guy you were dating, you got the ick from him pulling out the AR and the...
Killer of Cereal donated $200. Certain situations are ratified once it happens to you personally. If you have not experienced a home invasion or someone shooting at you with intent key 11, you might have a change of heart.
Yeah, true. And I think I wouldn't need, and here's where it gets a little iffy, but why would I need a gun to protect myself if the person attacking also didn't have one?
Are they a man?
Yeah, that puts you at a massive
Are
disadvantage.
they a man?
Are they?
Yeah, if they were, you'd already be
Okay.
at a massive disadvantage, right?
If my man is in the home as well?
Well,
No,
you're
if it's
alone.
just you.
But if it's just
You
me?
said it's just you, right?
Yeah.
Grab a knife.
Yeah.
You would still be at a
You'd
disadvantage.
still be fucked.
Then damn, I guess that sucks and I'm
Right.
done for. Like, I don't know what else to
So what
tell
about,
you.
have you ever heard the parachute analogy with guns?
No.
That a gun's like a parachute. If you need it and you don't have it, you're never going to need it again.
Yeah, I guess not.
Nah.
There you go.
Oh,
Then I'm
because
set.
you're dead.
Switch
huh?
back.